Hey guys, so I'm doing a video on change and how to make change, how to be inspirational, things like that. Um, I would say start off small because everything starts off as nothing if you think about it. Um, if you do nothing for the LGBTQ community except come out, you're doing so much. You are being strong for others, and you are showing them that it's okay to be who you are. It's okay to be different, and just by being different, you make an impact. Um, there are a lot of different routes you can take. You can just simply come out. You can go to pride parades. You can be involved in an LGBTQ youth group. There are so many opportunities for you to get out there and really get out, be out, be yourself. And that's what it's all about. Personally, I started off just figuring out who I was, because that's the most important thing, is knowing who you are and who you want to be. If you want to be someone who makes a difference, then you have to strive for that. If you want to be someone who doesn't do anything, then that's you. That's what you're going to do. But, I started off accepting myself and then accepting others, which is also very important. You can accept yourself and not accept others. And that's not very, it's not positive. Everybody's created equal. Everybody is equal, and nobody should be a minority based on religion or sexuality or race or anything. Um, so accept yourself and accept others. And if you really want to get into more of a, not, let's say, political, but more action, I'm sure a lot of you are in high school. I'm sure a lot of you are in college. Colleges and high schools have GSAs, gay straight alliances, where you can go and be yourself and talk to other people who are going through the same thing you are. I started going to GSA my freshman year of high school, and it was amazing. It was the first time where I didn't have to be alone in who I was. I didn't have to sit at home and sneak on the computer and watch lesbian movies and Google, what is a lesbian? Because there I could be myself. I could learn from other people and teach other people with my experiences. And over the next couple of years, I was still involved, and my junior year, I became president of another GSA. I moved. And that was one of the most empowering feelings that I've ever had. It's hard to explain. It's, you get up in front of those kids, in front of your classmates, your friends, and you tell them, we're here, we're gonna make a difference, and it's gonna be okay. Some of them are dealing with coming out, some of them are dealing with parent issues, some of them are dealing with their own sexuality. They don't know what they want or who they want or anything, and you're there to be there for them. And that's one of the most rewarding feelings for me. The more active you become in your community, the more you can branch out and help people. Last year, while I was involved in GSA, I went to a anti-bullying meeting with a panel of spokespersons. We had people from the sheriff's office of Broward County. We had a LGBTQ social services there. We had many people, and we actually got to talk, to them about the bullying issues in our schools and in our community. And just there, it gave me this idea. The younger you start, the better chance you have of spreading acceptance. And I really wanted to start this mentoring group of younger kids. The high school kids probably in the GSAs go to middle schools and even elementary schools, and not focus mainly on LGBTQ issues, but bullying in general. Just because little Johnny has red hair doesn't mean you can push him down in the sand. Just because Rebecca is a girl doesn't mean that she can't be your friend. Doesn't mean you have to exclude her. People are different, and that's what make us people. And so we did that. And then AIDS Walk came around, and AIDS Walk is the annual 3.3-mile walk that is held in not in reference to, but to support a cure for AIDS and to HIV testing, AIDS testing, and that was amazing. There were thousands of people there, And when you're doing things like that, it's the most amazing feeling because you know you're making a difference. You know that things are changing because of one person doing one thing. You know, and when you have that many people around you doing it, it's like, whoa, it is mind blowing. It is amazing. And it makes you want to do things. It makes you want to be proactive. And the more proactive you are, the more things you can do. So later that year, gay prom came around. And there wasn't much to do about gay prom except go. And going was one of the best experiences in my life. I went with our president of the GSA at the time, and I met so many people and made so many new friends because they were like me. You know, they were different. And the year rolled around, and I was president. And, you know, I decided our GSA has to do these things. We have to go to AIDS Walk. We have to go to gay prom. We have to do this because it is invigorating. It is amazing. It makes you feel so good, and you know you're doing good. And that's one point I really stressed to them, was making a change is important, especially when you're treated as the minority and you don't have that many choices. You know, we don't have equal rights as everybody else. And the more you get involved, the closer we can get to that point of equality. And I told them that in my goodbye speech was, we are a small portion of a large movement focusing on one thing, equality. And for me now, I'm changing schools again. And it's really hard because this new school I'm going to doesn't have anything like GSA. It doesn't have any place where I can go and just be myself. And I think that's the most important, because once you start to repress yourself, once you start to feel like you can't be yourself, it really becomes a problem. Mentally, emotionally, sometimes even physically. You know, I'll be the first one to tell you, when you can't be you, when you're not yourself, it hurts. It really does. And so this year we had large numbers of kids go to AIDS Walk. Probably last year we had 2 people. This year we had 11. So I felt very, very good about that. And last year we only had 2 people go to prom. This year we had 7. And this year we actually incorporated guest speakers from SunServe, which is a LGBTQ social services. Excuse me. And we got some of the youth group leaders to come in and talk to us and tell us how to make a change, and showed us that our GSAs aren't the only ones out there, and they're not the only places we can go. And now every Tuesday I attend the LGBTQ youth group. And I think that's even better than the GSAs, because there's about 30 to 40 of us, and we all just talk. We talk about holding hands in public, and we talk about our moms and our dads, and being yourself, and being gay, and not to mention there's food. Who doesn't love food? But it's one of the best things you'll do in your life if you are struggling with who you are or who other people are. You know, there's still PFLAG, parents and friends of lesbians and gays. You know, there's still always that choice to do more and to get more involved and make a change. And making a change is what being different is all about. If you're going to be different, you're going to be proud of who you are. And that's making a change. So my advice to you is go out there and make a change. Make a difference. Be proud of who you are, and don't let anybody get you down. And if they do, talk to somebody about it. You know, tell them, hey, that kid is really homophobic and it bothers me. You know, people are always going to be there for you. Even when it feels like no one's there, they are. You just got to look in the right places. You got to search. You got to reach out. If you can't reach out, people don't know you're hurting. And I feel like that's what the whole equal rights movement has done. We are hurting, and we reached out to our LGBTQ brothers and sisters and our straight allies, and we have made a difference. You know, I think gay marriage is legal in 7 or 8 states, and more places are becoming accepting. You know, So I urge you to go make a difference. Be yourself, make a difference, be the change you wish to see in the world. You know? Perfect words right there. And I think that's all I have to say. This video has gotten a little long. But, if any of you are watching this and you need anything, I'm just a message away. And there are people at school who are just a conversation away. Reach out, look, don't be afraid, because we're here for you. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.